Hey everybody, Crappy the Craps Man, Regression Obsession. Thanks for tuning in. Well, I've been working on let's say you started out with a $600 or $1,000 bankroll and the sevens were beating your butt or whatever beat your butt and you only down to your last $200. You don't have enough to continue your strategy, and apparently it hasn't been working anyway. Well, there's a problem with that. You don't know when the long rolls are coming, but I'm going to call this one the bankroll rebuilder, and it's very similar to my cold table strategy, except for I'm taking the don't pass out, and it's going to be for a $15 table. So what I got in mind here is basically two come bets, two don't comes again, with the same. Remember, I had $100, 4 units, $15 would be the start, and we will not exceed that. You can keep digging in your bankroll, but I think that'll keep eating your money up. And the good thing about this strategy, it's not a big profit strategy, but very rarely will you lose all the money. I said that, and then I might, the initial money you put out here, you should make a little bit every time, or break even, or lose just very little. So let's just try it here. But anyway, I've got my 4 units here, $15 each, 60 bucks. And I've got a $200 bankroll. I'm down to my last 200 bucks. I'm just trying to build back up so I can start playing my strategy again. All right, we got an 8 on the come out. All right, we're gonna do, what I've been doing is placing the 9 and the 5, because we can remove those. And it's a little risky here at first, but we'll lose, if we hit a early 7, we'll lose one of these units. But what I'm wanting to do is hit that, hopefully, when I'm coming up, when I go in. We'll see what happens. We hit an 8. That's the point. All right, we're coming out. The only thing working right now is our come bet. And I put the come bets down here. I know at the casino they put them up here, but that's where I usually put my place bets. So I'm going to put them down here at the bottom. So those will be the come bets. All right, 5 is the new point, and that was not working. So that doesn't, I don't get paid for that. All right, going back into come again. And we hit an 8. That's good. We hit this come bet here. It's going to pay us. This one's going to go up. Now, I usually like to try to get 2 come bets up, so before I start going to the don't come. So I'm going to try to replace that. That puts us down here. We're 1 unit up in money right now. Oops, but we got a 7 out. So what did that do for us? We're going to win here. We're going to lose these 3. So these are going to come over. We lost 1 unit. See what I mean? How it comes back to you? All right, let's replace that 1 unit. And we'll get another come out. We'll see what happens this time. It seems to work better on 6 rolls or so. There's a craps 3. Doesn't help us. If you're the shooter, you're going to have to play the don't pass or something. But that's the only time I would play it. All right, now I'm going to place my 9, 5 again. Put a come bet up. And I'll show you the rest of the strategy after we get going here a little bit. All right, good. That's perfect. That's what we wanted. Go into the 5. We're gonna. This is gonna pay us 21. That's sweet. Okay, we got that profit over here. We're gonna pull this sucker down, and we're gonna put another one back into come. Hopefully, we can hit a 9 or a 5. Oh, instead we hit the 7, which isn't a bad deal. Look, it's a pretty safe strategy. We actually we lost 1 unit on the last one, but we made $6 profit. Okay, we lost this bet here. So that's pretty good. Bank that up. All right, let's come out again and see what happens. craps 3. Didn't do anything. Yo 11. Come out rolled. Didn't do anything for me. Alright, now we're back on that 5 again. Alright, we're going to place the 5 and the 9 again. And the reason you can place the 6 and the 8, but it's going to cost you $6 more. Okay, that's why I'm placing the. It's cheaper to place those two, and they pay better. There's a 7 out. Dang. Well, there again, like I said, it could have been worse. If we just placed a bunch of bets, we would have lost them all. Now we're 1 unit down here. So we've lost, what, 2 units so far? And they've all been like pretty crappy rolls. Okay, there's a 9. Alright, we're going to place the 9 and the 5 again. I want to get this thing to another level so I can show you the rest of it. Got it to come back. Here we go. Let's go into the 10. Alright, we're going to place this one again. Go into the 5, and that's a good place for it. Alright, let's go into the 5. The 5 is going to pay us our 21. We're going to pull that 5 down. And we're also going to pull the 9 down because now we're going to go in the come. And you could leave it up there hoping you'd hit it, but I like to get as much down here because right now is the most vulnerable part. We have no hedging going on. When we're in the come, we're protected against the 7. Alright, let's go into the 8. For the don't come. Not your best don't come. We're going to put another don't come in there. There's craps. 2. That's going to pay us in the come. And then the come. There we go. There's a 4. That's a good one for the don't come. Okay, now we got, these are contract bets. We can't pull them down. So we're just going to have to roll this out. We're sitting here pretty good right now. Hopefully we can hit the 5 or the 10, or both of them. Alright, there's a 6. We don't have anything on the 6. Yo 11. There's a 5. Look at that. We get a come. That's good. We're going to yield a profit on that. We got that back over here. We got no worries now. I think we could make up for everything on this one if it continues on. Well, once I get my 2 don't comes, that's pretty much just stop there. There's a 5. I don't remember that last roll was. Didn't. Oh, there's a 7 out. Okay, we're going to lose this 10. I'm going to win here. I'm going to win here. So now look what we've done. We're rebuilding the bankroll, okay? We had 4. 1, 2, 3. We doubled our money, a little more than doubled by $6. So we are in good shape. We'll fill our rack back up. Look at that. We almost got our rack full with our original 200, and then we have enough to play another round. Okay? Here we go. Coming out. There's a 7 on the come out. We got a 6. Alright. So now we're going to place the 9 and the 5. We're going to go in the come. There's the 8. Doesn't help us. This goes to the 8. Don't win anything. Alright, here we go. There we go. Going to the 4. Oops, I rolled that over. It's a 4. Alright, we got 2 of these sets, and now we're going to pull our place bets down. Dealer, hand us our place bets. We're going to go in the don't come. There again, right now is our most vulnerable time. And we hit a 5. Let's go into a 5. Now we got a little bit of a hedge, still not much. We'll get these 2 set. Hopefully they'll craps 3. That's good. Gonna win here. Come on. It's funny how this can roll out, even on a long roll. That's exactly what we wanted. Look at this. It's going to the 4. Gonna get paid right here on the 4. Now Now we just got to hit that 8 and then a 7. We hit the 5. That's not your best. Now you have to decide, we're going to lose that, don't come, if you want to go back up. You know, it's kind of a iffy situation. We just lost that, so if we get back up there, it'll basically break us even. You know, but I still go back in the don't come again. But see, if we just lost 1, so if we win it, we're basically just going to get our money back that we lost. So that it's kind of worth it on 1 shot, but for 3, I don't think it's worth it. We lost it 3 times. All right, it's going to the 6, and that's our point. We're coming out. The point doesn't really matter right now. Everything is working. All right, going back to the 6. But this point does matter because it knocked off our don't come. Now remember what I said earlier? Now we've lost 2 of them. What are we going to do? It really has got us in a bind with that. It's, do you really need to go back again? That's the question. Since I have money over here, I'm going to go ahead and do it because it's the strategy. But I don't know that it's the wisest decision. Well, that's a good one for the don't come. It's going to the 10. And here we are getting a long roll when I'm trying to hit 7s, huh? There's a 9. I'm going to say 7. 7, 7, 7. You know, you ain't supposed to say it. Yo, 11. 7, 7, 7. I'm calling me the 7. There's an 8. That's good. That's nice. We're going to win here in the win our last comeback. Now we are just waiting on the 7, 7, 7. Okay, we want a 7. What are we shooting for? 7. There's a 3. There's another 3. Where's the 7? Come here, 7. There's a 10. Dang it. That's not good. Well, that's a bunch of come bets we lost. This roll has went long. I think I'm just going to roll 1 here. There's an 8. I guess I need to get back up there. That's part of the strategy. I'm in there again. There's a 6. Going to the 6. That's the point. Alright, coming out. Both of those are working. We're shooting for the 7, and there it is. Oops, I rolled it. I'm sure y'all saw it on the video. I rolled it. That was a 7. On a come out, which doesn't matter because they're still working. So here we go. We're winning all this. So this time we won 2 setups. Let's see what we got here. This was our original bankroll right here. So we have won. There is. Let's make our little smiley face because we won. All right. Kind of a smiley face. We get a couple eyes on him. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. $2. Okay, so now we've went up to $72. So what I would say is play this until you can actually play for hours on this, unless, I mean, sometimes the dice might not roll like that, but you can play for hours like this. And you know, you might break even a bunch, you might lose 2, 3 units, sometimes you might lose it all, sometimes you'll double your money, but we're on our way back up to build up to $400 to $600 so we can start playing, you know, feed the 6 and 8, or you know, Sweet 49 or something like that for me. And I also had something else I wanted to talk about. A good place to practice these strategies. If you just have a spread, you can even do it on a piece of paper. You could write out, draw this right here on there and put your bets down here and add it all up by numbers. But the guy called the Road Gambler, he has the best live craps videos. He sneaks in with a camera, I guess. But I'm telling you, man, he puts most of them you get, sorry, you get confused of what's going on. But he puts the number up for each roll. Sorry, I got choked up. He puts the number up for each roll. You can play along. He tells you how much he starts with. You can play against him. It's a good way to test your strategies against live craps table. But anyway, this was a success. I'm going to call it rebuild. Bankroll rebuilding. I think if we played it out for an hour, we'd probably fill this rack back up. Well, Crappy the Craps Man says, don't crap out.